I wanted to talk to you guys today about the necessity for self-improvement. So what do I mean by this? Well, to start off with, everyone has certain needs that need to be met on an individual level. They begin with the most base needs, right? You need to have access to water, you need to have access to food, and then after that you need to have access to shelter. You need to have access to a community of people that you belong to that can help you out, that can help you pursue your goals. And then, of course, after that, you need to become self-actualized and you need to have meaning in your life. You need to have something that you pursue in life that is meaningful. And that doesn't necessarily need to be your job. It could be something outside of your job. It could be your family. It could be things that you do for the community. But you need to have a purpose. You need to have meaning. So ultimately, you need to start from the base, work your way up to the top. So obviously, pursuing meaning in your life is very difficult if you're at a point where you just need to focus on your own survival or the survival of yourself and your family. So that would be your main focus and your main purpose at the time. But once those things are secured, once your shelter is secured, once the group that you belong to what is something that you have, then you can start pursuing purpose and pursuing meaning. And that comes about through self-improvement. That's something that you necessarily need to do. You need to improve yourself if you need to work on something and achieve meaning in your life. So the second thing I'll say is you can't really help other people in a meaningful way unless you've already helped yourself. So, it's the same concept of when you're on a plane, right? They always tell you, like, secure your own oxygen mask before you secure someone else. If you're not in a position to where you figured things out for yourself, it's very difficult for you to help other people. So you need to deal with your own individual problems and your own individual shortcomings first and primarily before you devote most of your attention on how you can help the people around you. Once you've done that for yourself, then you slowly grow outwardly in the amount of people that you're able to help. So if you've secured things for yourself, maybe now you can really help your spouse. And after you've done that, maybe you can help your immediate family around the two of you guys. And then after that, you can help out your friends. And after that, your larger community. And after that, your nation. And these are fluid categories, okay? Obviously, you don't need to be 100% perfect in order to be able to help out your larger community and help out your nation. But once you have things secured at a local level, it definitely makes it much easier to tackle the more grand problems. So you want to gradually build yourself up, build up your spouse, your partner, your immediate people around you, and then you can gradually work upward. So you're building a strong foundation for yourself so that you can help out in the larger context. And improving yourself gives you that ability to tackle the more complex problems. So I like to think of things like this. You never want to tackle problems whose complexity is outside the range of your competence. If you are not competent enough to tackle a large-scale issue, then don't. Because it's very easy for you as someone that has a very limited knowledge on something to see a very overly simplistic solution, implement it, and then mess up a complex system in a way that was much worse than the way it was before you touched it. So you want to really make sure that you develop a high amount of competence in a given area before you tackle that problem. Of course, you can discuss the problem with people because that's a means of gaining more knowledge about the issue and getting additional perspectives on it. But when it comes to actually having the power to implement change, make sure that you absolutely know what you're doing. Make sure that you've achieved that high level of competence to where your solution will actually be implemented, taking all factors into account, and you will actually help the problem. So, the concept of self-improvement scales outwardly, and it is something that you can use on an individual level to improve yourself to the point where you become an asset to the people that are around you and to your larger community, which I believe is our duty as Americans. I think that's something we should all do. I love the sense of individualism that America has. I think it's very unique and important, but it should not come at the expense of community. And we should always make sure that we're looking out for the people that are important to us and our nation at large so that we can preserve this great system that we have. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you like the content that we produce, make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell. all of these things help with the engagement and helps boost us in the algorithm. I have to say it, guys, because that's just the way that YouTube works. Also, make sure you're following me on Rumble and Gab. Those are 2 alternate platforms. Gab I specifically like because it's very free speech. There is no censorship of topics. So I hope to see you guys there, and I'll see you guys next time.